So guys, today I'm filming one of the most requested videos ever, which is about princesses and perfumes. So the idea is to match perfumes and princesses from Disney movies, which we'll be doing in this video. So make sure to keep on watching to find out more, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time, and please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments who's your favorite princess, and let's get started with our princess perfume matching. Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I'm dressed up because I was going for the princess look. Let me know how I did. And I'm very excited to match perfumes with different Disney princesses. I thought this is an amazing idea. It was requested by many people, and you know what? I found it awesome, but I took my time because I wanted best matches ever. So make sure to take some notes today, and let's begin. The first princess I have on my mind is Belle from the movie The Beauty and the Beast. And for Belle, I wanted a rose dominant fragrance. When I think about this movie, I always have a rose in my imagination, and I wanted this rose fragrance to be special. So I went with the fragrance from the French brand that specializes in creating rose fragrances, which is Le Parfums de Rosine, and their fragrance Le Rose de Rosine seemed to be the perfect match for Belle, and it also matches my outfit. So let's spray it on, and it has this amazing, a little bit old-fashioned or just elegant rose scent. It's pretty complex. There is Turkish rose, there is Bulgarian rose, there is rose from grass, and you know what? I wanted it to be fresh and at the same time dated, which it is. It's also quite powdery because of violet and iris, and there's a lot of power in there. So you know, Belle, she is delicate, but she's strong, she's confident, okay? And in my personal opinion, this is the best fragrance for Belle, because it's about the rose, but it is also about many other things, but rather in the background. And I think this fragrance is created for romance and true love. And with that being said, let's move on to Cinderella. Okay, so I really knew which fragrance I want for her. I was really inspired by the colors in the movie. So a lot of scenes were pretty bluish, and her hair color, which is almost yellowish because she's blonde, but that yellow contrast on blue background was something that inspired me for the choice of her perfume. And I knew that the perfect match would be Nuit Bleue by Maison Violet. I have a whole review on this fragrance. It is fantastic, and it smells pretty bluish, quite airy, because there is a lot of iris in there, and it is powdery but delicate with some yellow sparkles because we have some lemon juice in there, which is not sour. It's so ethereal like Cinderella is, and it's also a crowd pleaser like this princess. So in my opinion, this is the perfect match for her. It's like the contrast of blue and yellow, delicate, easygoing, very easy to like. Next princess on my list is Mulan, and she's from China, so of course for her I was looking for the fragrance with an Asian background, and I decided to go with one of my most favorite perfumes at the moment, that is called Ciao Ciao Sun, and it is from the French brand MDCI Paris. Now I have a whole review on this perfume, and there is everything I wanted for Mulan. Starting with a cherry blossom note that we could also see in the movie. There is also lychee, tea, and yuzu. So it's quite Asian, and it's super delicate, which I think matches her delicate soul behind the strong character. So if you are looking for an amazing spring and summer scent, that's it. There is also a note of ginger, lemon, woods and musk, so it smells very, very sophisticated, but at the same time it has this beautiful Asian airiness to it. It's very special. It's a fragrance that I think will be definitely outstanding like Mulan is outstanding among other princesses. Right, so let's move on to my most favorite princess, and it also might be yours, because I'm talking about Jasmine from Aladdin. Okay, so she's very attractive, first of all. I mean, like, the movie is also so much fun. I love Disney movies when they are fun, and some of these are pretty dark and sad. We'll get into them, but first let's talk about Jasmine. She's super attractive. I might even want to call her sexy. I'm not sure if that's appropriate for a Disney princess, but whatever. I can do here whatever I want. All right, so of course I wanted Jasmine scented fragrance for Jasmine, because I associate her with this flower. But you know what? It took me so long to choose a fragrance for her, because I wasn't really satisfied with any Jasmine fragrances, and I was really going through one and another, and nothing was right. And then I realized that I actually have a fragrance in my collection that would be the best match for Jasmine, which is a natural jasmine soliflora perfume from the brand based in Germany, and it is called April Aromatics. And their fragrance, Yasmina, is just like pure jasmine in a bottle. It smells so good, just like the real jasmine does. So it's quite intoxicating, and I love to wear it in the hot weather. And you know, in the movie it's also summer, so I think it's summery, it's beautiful, with a green edge, with this amazing floral opulence that Jasmine has. And I used to be obsessed with it, and then my collection grew and I forgot about it. So it's one of my forgotten favorites, and I'm excited to wear it more often. And if you like Jasmine, the princess or the flower, you need to check out that perfume. All right, guys, let's move on to not my favorite princess, who is Aurora from the Sleeping Beauty movie. And I mean, like, why did she do what she did that caused so much trouble? I mean, like, she wasn't allowed, and she was like, okay, whatever. Probably that was her destiny, but anyway, I have an amazing fragrance for her. Although I'm not crazy over Aurora, I'm crazy about this fragrance, and I've already reviewed last year. It was one of the best releases of 2020 in my personal opinion, and I'm talking about the perfume that is called Linderhof am Morgen Aurora par Charles Wong. Yes, it is also called Aurora, just like the princess, and this is the scent of the amazing summer morning when you're going out and it smells so good and you just want to capture that scent in the perfume. That's exactly how it smells. There is some fruitiness in there, some sweetness of the flowers, some greens of the trees, and some vanilla. So it's quite creamy. There is even a little bit of a rice powder or something like that, and this is just a must try. Guys, I love this perfume so much. I immediately knew that I want to talk about it in this video. First of all, because it's called like the Princess Aurora, but second of all, because it's an amazing perfume that I think is like a hidden gem. Not many of you know about it, so I took the opportunity, and you guys, this is pretty damn good. If someone of you knows about it, let me know how you like it. In my opinion, it's just fantastic. If you're like Aurora and you're beautiful even when you sleep, and you can make the prince fall in love with you even at that stage, you don't even need to talk, just wear this perfume and people will love you just for the way you smell. I know I'm probably crazy with all of my reasons why I choose perfumes for that or that princess, but that's who I am. I need my reasons. So anyway, let's move on to the princess, who is so much fun, and her movie is also fun, and I guess she's one of the newer ones, like at least the movie is. And of course I'm talking about Tiana from the Princess and the Frog movie. And as I thought about Tiana, I wanted a fragrance with a reference to the kiss, because kiss is a huge thing in that movie. And so I went with a fragrance from the Swedish perfumer Linda Lundenberg. She's an award-winning perfumer. My most favorite rose fragrance is from her, which is a trembling rose, and I have a review on it, so make sure to check it out after watching this video. all the helpful information regarding reviews on some of these fragrances that I've already mentioned and links where you can purchase these perfumes and discounts you'll find down below, so make sure to check it out. The description box is always something you want to look at. But let's talk about this Princess and the Kiss fragrance, which is Bisou. I hope I didn't mispronounce it. And oh my god, it has this sunny energy like Tiana does. And there is a lot of ylang ylang, jasmine, beeswax, even chocolate, amber, lemon and ginger in there. But I wanted also like a green pop because of the frog. I mean, like the frog is green, so something green should be in there. And there is patty green. With its bitter edge, it goes really well with chocolate because they are pretty contrasting. And overall, this is surely a sunny and happy fragrance. And that's the energy of the movie in my personal opinion. So yeah, it's like a sweet, bittersweet kiss with a twist. Probably that's the best description for this fragrance and the princess. Alright then, let's move on to the Snow White. I mean, like her movie is definitely not like others. It's more sad and deep and dark, but of course with a happy end. So as I was thinking about Snow White, I knew that I want a fragrance with a note of apple. But if I needed to go with the fragrance that would match her surrounding, I would go with something snowy and mineral and cool. But instead, I chose something fun, which is Nina by Nina Ricci. And probably this bottle speaks for itself because it looks like an apple. And in my opinion, apple is like one of the main things in her entire story, and this fragrance is just like one of my most favorite fragrances of all times. It's one of the best perfumes out there, and it's amazing. It has the note of apple, it's juicy, it's sweet. In my opinion, it doesn't match the vibe of the movie, it doesn't match the vibe of the Snow White. If I needed to go with her vibe, I would go with something calm and snowy and white. But I wanted an apple, and here is the apple. If you disagree with my choices or you have some alternatives, you know what? They are so welcome, so please leave them down below in the comments. Alrighty, so let's move on to the Rapunzel. And I watched her trailer, which was so joyful. I mean, like, she seemed to be so active and fun, and I decided to go with something that would have this interesting green note because her surrounding was very green. It was kind of like a forest, but I didn't want to go with something foresty because it's quite sunny in the movie as well. That might be a confusing description. Anyway, I chose the fragrance Pride from the German brand Der Duft, and I think the name is pretty cool for Rapunzel, and I think the scent is also something that she might like because you know what? She is quite active, so she moves a lot in the movie, okay? And I think when people are so energetic and they are out a lot, they might smell like sun-kissed or something. And I think that is a pretty sexy vibe when you smell your skin. So in here we have cashmere, we have some woodsy notes and patchouli. Patchouli makes it really sensual, sexy. It's slightly dirty too, which I think matches Rapunzel because she's like barefoot with her long hair, very active in the forest. She really knows everything. And yeah, I thought Pride is amazing because it has this sun-kissed, a little bit of dirty skin vibe going on, and a touch of green too because of patchouli. Plus, you know what? It's probably a hidden gem for many of you. If you've never heard of this brand, they have pretty modern fragrances, and she's a modern princess, so that's another point why I think they are a perfect match. So guys, here comes the princess probably lots of you have been waiting for, because we are talking about the Little Mermaid. Of course, I needed to include Ariel in today's list, and if I need to choose something that would smell like the movie, the vibe, aesthetic creates, I would go definitely with an aquatic perfume, because I mean, like, she lives under the water. Okay, she's a mermaid. So something with seaweed notes, something with ocean would be appropriate. But I decided to go with something that's different, and it's dusty and powdery, absolutely not like mermaid would smell, because she's wet and we are talking about dry. But you know what? Just like my choice, Ariel also went against the traditions, and so I decided that she might actually enjoy perfume Ariel from Samarco. Now this fragrance is quite powdery. I mean, like, it's super powdery, but not in the way you might imagine it to be. So, you know, it's a surprising perfume, just like Mermaid is. You might expect Mermaid to be one thing and she is something else. So in here we have lots of notes that make it powdery. First of all, Angelica, second of all, Violet, then there is a lot of osmanthus, iris, other flowers, and there's also tobacco and ginger. That note makes it piquant and it makes it more interesting, and of course creamy and beautifully smooth sandalwood. So this is an amazing fragrance that was inspired by Red Hat, and of course this is something I needed to go with for Ariel. So if you love Ariel and you want a fragrance that would be with the same name, that's it. And finally, Princess number 10 is probably a new one, and now we can talk about aquatic, because in my opinion, something that would smell like an exotic island would definitely match the character of Moana. So I knew right away which fragrance matches this princess. Like, I didn't think a minute. I knew that Tocotatao by the House of Matriarch is the scent that Moana would wear every day. This is her signature because, first of all, it was inspired by the exotic island. Second of all, it smells like it. And by the way, if you love tropical fruits, you will adore it, because the note of mango and passion fruit in there are just unbeatable. It's so mouth-watering, it's so delicious, it's so crisp and juicy, you cannot even imagine. There are many floral notes, there are sea notes, and there is coconut, which I needed for this fragrance, because in the movie we can see a lot of ocean waves and a lot of coconuts. So there is a sweet, a sour, juicy, powdery, green vibe. It's so complex, it's so fizzy, it's so much fun, and it matches this island princess with her beachy look perfectly. So highly recommend it to all who love the princess, to all who love the description, just to everyone, because this is a phenomenal perfume. And for the natural one, it has pretty damn good performance. It's very bright, it's very, very noticeable, and as I was wearing today, I was like, oh my god, why did I forget about it? You know what, I have a review on this fragrance which I filmed a couple of years ago, so if you want to have some fun, definitely check it out. And on that note, you guys, that completed this video, which I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any other fun ideas like this, make sure to share them with me down below in the comments, and I would also love to know how do you think I did with my choices. If you agree with some of them, let me know. If you disagree, that would be interesting to hear as well, and I would be interested in your choices for the Disney princesses. So I'm excited to hear from you. If there are any questions left, I'm here to answer them. If you want more information regarding these perfumes, I've reviewed the majority of them, so make sure to check out the description box. There you'll also find links to the places where you can purchase them. I have many discounts, so if you want to save some money and smell like princess, here you go. And by the way, this dress I got from the company that that sells so many evening and going out dresses, and I've already filmed try on haul. If you missed that video, I will put the link on the screen for you. You can watch it now, and the link to the website is going to be below in the comments. And on that note, guys, if you had fun today, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like me and you want more content like this, make sure to follow me on my social media. The links are below, and if you want to support the release of future content, feel free to donate on Buy Me Coffee website. It really helps me a lot and I'm excited to hear from you. So make sure to stay tuned and smell good, drop me a comment and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye!